just talking you through some issues that you might be dealing with and trying to help you with the feelings that come along with it. So I know in the past I have done quite a few positive affirmation videos, and the most recent one that I've done, I was comforting you and I was telling you that it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Everything is going to be okay. However, somebody in the comments said to me, what if it's not okay? What if everything isn't going to be okay? And I thought to myself, you're right. Sometimes it's okay to not be okay. There are a lot of things that happen in life, a lot of sad, unexpected things. And for me to sit here and tell you that it's okay and that it's fine, not to worry, everything's great, well, I don't think that's very fair for those of us that really don't feel as if things are okay. And let me just say again, it's okay to not be okay. I just want to help you relax in this video, and if you are dealing with a situation that does look quite bleak, or you're going through something that is just dragging on and on, well, I don't have solutions, but I have perhaps a small remedy that might help you. So, let's just get started by breathing a little bit and in and out. And in and out. Remember, when you're dealing with a difficult situation, first of all you need to breathe. And I find that trying to remove myself from the situation, just taking myself out of that situation, can help. Take a moment to relax. Relax. Process the situation and then deal with it once you've calmed down. To tell you the truth, 2 days ago I received some bad news. Well, for me, you see, I just moved into a brand new flat at the start of the month, and it's been a pretty crazy month for me. I was in China for work at the end of September, and then the day I arrived back in the UK, I moved flats, rent will increase by 25%, well, roughly, if I choose to stay in my flat come next August, September. And I was very angry. I mean, I'm not going to bore you with the details or, why I'm having to decide so early, but basically, in my opinion, it's not very fair, and, a £200 increase in rent is crazy. So I was angry, and I sent a pretty angry email, and I didn't stop and process the situation. I was upset, and I just battered out an email and pressed send. And then an hour later, I looked back at, the 2 emails I'd sent, and I was pretty embarrassed at, how my frustration had came out in, a rather childish manner. So, we're always learning, and I could look back even just an hour later and realise that if I'd just taken the time to sit and process the situation, perhaps I would have dealt with it a bit better. So, I'm not saying if you have a big problem that just breathing is going to help, but it might help a little bit, give you just a couple of moments to process what's going on. And remember again, it's okay to not be okay. And we deal with anger, frustration, jealousy, disappointment, all in our own unique ways. And there's nothing wrong with you. You are exactly who you're meant to be. And you have your way of dealing with things. But all we could try and do right now is deal with our problems in the most effective way. And being aware that these are problems that we're currently facing, either admitting to the problem or addressing the problem. does actually feel like things will never be better, and you just cannot see things improving from that point, well, there is solace in knowing that yes, things will improve, because things will improve with time. Time heals wounds, and time will heal the pain. Yes, it might be replaced with pain from other things in your life. Life really is a roller coaster, but we could just do the best that we can do, and the only thing that we can do is deal with these problems one at a time. I feel like I really am rambling right now, but I think it's important to recognize the feelings that are consuming you, recognize your thought process when things go wrong, recognize when you're feeling hurt. I just want to make things better immediately, but with this video, maybe I could just take your mind off things for a little while, because you really do deserve to feel good. You do. Everybody does. And you are included in that. You really are great, and you need to remember how strong you are, how powerful you are. And I say this all the time in my positive affirmations video. You really are powerful. You are amazing. You are amazing. You're amazing. And right now, you're an amazing person who feels relaxed. And you are receiving tingles right now, aren't you? You better be. No, in all seriousness, what did I say at the beginning of the video? It's okay to not be okay. I'm not always okay. I would say everybody. I have my problems. I have my bad days. And I have my good days. For me, I sometimes feel down when I'm not achieving the things in life that I want to, or I don't feel like I'm on the right path to achieving things in life. I am a busy person, as I think, if you follow me on my socials, you'll understand that. I'm jumping about China half the time. Or if I'm not in China, I'm preparing for a gig, or I'm recording some music, or I'm recording an ASMR video, as well as having a social life and travelling to see family. So I'm a busy person, but when I'm not achieving even little goals, it bothers me. I go to the gym as much as I can, and I love weightlifting, but if I haven't been to the gym in a while, that stresses me out. If I haven't recorded a video in a while, that stresses me out. Or if I've not been know, you get the picture. So when I'm not productive, or when I'm not productive enough, I get down. And for other people, the reasons why you feel upset will be different and unique. Perhaps it's because you feel a little bit lonely. Perhaps you're having trouble at work. Perhaps you've had an argument with a friend, or you've got a lot of bills to pay, financial problems. There are tons. I tried to make that tingly, tons. There are so many reasons why you might not be okay. And maybe like me, you try to do too many things at once and you end up achieving nothing, which sometimes is the case for me. So whatever the reason, if you're not okay because of something, well, it's okay to not be okay. We're addressing it now. We're addressing those feelings. I think sometimes motivation is a problem when we're feeling down. If you feel stressed, or something terrible has happened and you just don't want to get out of bed in the morning, which can happen. And if it's currently happening to you right now, if you're feeling demotivated, you just struggle to do the smallest things, well, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry. And I cannot imagine what you're going through, but I want to help. Whatever problem you've got, I can't relate because I don't know. I don't know what it's like to be you. Nobody does. Only you know what it's like to be you. And only you have seen and experienced the problem in the unique way that you have. Because even that, we have all different perspectives on things. So your feelings and emotions are unique. But like I say, let's try and help a little bit. Let's try and work through them. So back to having a lack of motivation. Well, if you're feeling that now, or if you have felt it, or maybe if you will feel it, who knows, to help with feeling demotivated, I find that writing things down, and I know this is self-help 101, the first rule in the book, to make things visible, but I mean, writing down a list of things you want to achieve, even if it's just something small and silly like brushing your teeth, or washing your face, getting up, having a cup of tea, making breakfast, just make a list of the most mundane things through to actual tasks and things you want to achieve. And just do something small. When you need to do something and you're demotivated, nobody wants to do things that are going to be involving a lot of hard work, or if you can't be bothered, it's really hard to find the motivation, but to just get started is the key. I know that sounds so simple, but isn't so bad. Maybe turn on your laptop. It's not so bad. It's not so bad. It's not so bad. And then you can open up your inbox, answer some emails. That might be a productive thing to do, and just keep taking little steps. The key to getting out of a rut is to do something. And it seems so simple, but sometimes we just look at the big picture and think, oh my gosh, there's so much to do, but really, it just starts with one little step, and just keep building on those little steps. And you're not going to feel motivated in one day. It might take a little bit of a while. You might be just making small steps for the next week or a couple of weeks before you achieve something that you feel is of significance. But let me tell you, even the little steps are significant. You should be proud of yourself, especially when you really have achieved something that you were struggling to do before. Are you feeling a little bit better? And I hope these hand movements are tingly. And I hope that my words, my little chit-chat rambles, I hope my words are helping. So, sometimes I think we aren't okay because maybe we feel self-conscious. Now this is a big one. I think, it's fine to relate your problems to a significant moment or event that's happened in your life, a significant change in circumstances, or perhaps a specific trauma to our lives. And your feelings of sadness can be related to something like that. But when you're just carrying this dull sense of not being okay with you, then that's when it could be difficult. And I think sometimes the root of this problem is our inabilities to be happy with ourselves. You feel self-conscious, or you feel inadequate. You feel that your life is not enough, that you're not living your best life like everybody on social media. And I'm on YouTube, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Twitter, and I use social media, but it is one of the worst things for our mental health. It really is. And look, it does have its good points. I have been fortunate enough to have lived in a few places in the world, and I've been able to keep in touch with so many people because of social media, and I've been able to join groups and societies and music groups and things through social media. So there are benefits, and there's lots of good things that have resulted from social media. But one of the biggest things that everyone has to deal with every day is this feeling of inadequacy, this feeling of being inadequate, looking at everyone else's lives and just comparing yourself. Remember, it's okay to not be okay. So back to this social media theme, this little thread in the conversation. Let me share how I deal with social media sometimes. Now, I know on YouTube a lot of ASMR artists are introverts. A lot of them have said that they're introverts, and that's how they describe themselves. However, I am very much an extrovert. I'm quite a big extrovert. Now, that doesn't mean I'm brash and in your face, even though I'm in your face right now. I like to think of it as I thrive off of human interaction. I am energized by being with people, and I'd rather be surrounded by a big group of friends than be on my own. Now, why does that make social media an issue for me? Because I crave friendships, and I crave being with people and doing lots of fun things in a big group, and traveling with people, seeing shows with people, going out to the bar or a nightclub with people, going out with a big group for a night out. I like my nights out. Typical Brit. So for me, when I see social media and I see people I know out enjoying themselves with big groups, and they look like they're having a great time, or they've got all these friend groups and they're all doing lots of fun things, I get envious. And I'm sitting here thinking, you're busy, or you're doing something else, or you've got enough on your plate than going to this event or whatever. So that becomes a problem for me on social media, because I see other people out having a good time with big groups of friends, and I need to constantly be doing stuff and interacting with people. And obviously on social media people share the best times that they're having. So if I'm constantly looking at a feed of people having the best time, I want to be having the best time all the time. Well, to be honest, I don't really think like this anymore. I've grown up a little bit. Well, not to say that, if you think like this, you're childish or anything, no. But this was something I dealt with at university. You're in an institution with lots of people, and I think I spent too much time worrying about friends and doing things and popularity when I was at university. And now I'm a lot more at peace with myself, and I'm more chilled when it comes to things like that. I still can't have a good time, but I'm also aware of that, I can have fun on my own as well. I could be happy in my own company too. So, that's my issue with social media. Just a little bit. But then there's all these other issues. You see people, and it seems like they've got more money than you, or they've got a better remember, these people are posting the best aspects of their life. You're getting a constant feed of everyone's highlights. And if you're getting a constant feed of these highlights, you think that everyone's lives are just amazing and perfect. But they're not. Everyone has problems. And they're probably actually looking at your feed and feeling the same way. We all have a persona online. And it is a snapshot of our lives. That's what we share, a snapshot. So just remember that. Be present in your moment. Be present in your moment. And stop worrying about what others are doing. It's hard, I know. I think human beings are naturally quite jealous or envious, or we're in competition with everyone else, but the only person that matters is you. You're that one person that's going to be living your life. And if you're spending all your time worrying that you're not having as good a time as you could be, well, that's part of the problem, isn't it? You're worrying about having a good time that you're not having a good time. Now, this is quite superficial, I think, or it seems it, but it does go deep, I think. I think some problems are rooted in this. People are talking about it, everyone's talking about it. Social media for mental health is, it doesn't go well with anxiety or depression. Some people think that they're linked, and I think to an extent they are. So it's okay to not be okay, even if it seems trivial, even if it feels like you're just crying over nothing. It's okay to not be okay, and whatever you're upset about matters because it matters to you, and if it's affecting you, then it's significant. So just breathe. And understand that, there are things you can do to help. Understand that problems can be resolved. And, you don't need to solve them right now. But you'll get there. Seek help. Find help where it's available. Reach out to people. Reach out to loved ones or friends, support groups or networks. And, I'm here as well. I know I'm just some random girl on the internet, whispering at her camera, occasionally doing some floaty hand movements. But, I'm here for you. I'm here for you. So, remember, there's lots of people that do love you as well and care for you. And want to help. And it's okay to not be okay. You are stronger than you think. You've got this, and I believe in you. I believe in you. And you believe in yourself, don't you? You believe in yourself. Everyone has problems, it's natural. It's what part of life is. Life is a big roller coaster. And I think you've got to try and enjoy the ride as much as you can. affected you deeply. But perhaps if your problem is a little bit smaller, just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit smaller, well, I think sometimes we need to try and put things in perspective as well. Now, I'm not here to say to you that your problem doesn't mean anything. I'm not here to belittle your problems. No. No, no, no. The worst thing when you're feeling rubbish, the worst thing that somebody can do is say to you, oh, but that's just a small problem, or oh, it's fine. It's not a big deal. Why are you worried? That's the worst thing that somebody can say. When you're going through a problem and it does matter to you, you really don't want anybody else telling you that you shouldn't feel the way you feel. You just want to have somebody listen and show empathy, comfort you. You don't want somebody telling you you're wrong for being upset. It's the worst thing. So I'm not doing that. No. I'm not telling you that your problem isn't real. But if your problem is a little bit smaller than perhaps something significant, now what does that even mean? Who knows? Whatever. I'm just saying, putting things into perspective does sometimes help. That's what I try to do. I try and put things into perspective. I try and think, okay, this isn't cool. I'm not happy with this current situation, but it's not as bad as it could be. It could be worse. Other people probably deal with worse. And personally, I have dealt with worse, and I've gotten over it. I've gotten through it in the past so I could do it again. And you can. You can do it again. You can go over this. Enjoy your problems. Because, that phrase, it doesn't seem to make sense, but think about it. Enjoy your problems, because when you look back on them, you might actually feel nothing at all anymore, and you'll think, what was I worried about? Or, I like to think that your problems make the good times in your life even better. So, if things are going bad for a little period of time, and then they suddenly get better, well, that juxtaposition makes you feel better when the good things are happening, when things go your way. Now, that is a really positive way of looking at it. Of course we would love it if nothing went wrong, but if things are going to go wrong, well, the least they could do is make you feel better when things are going well. I don't know if that will make sense, but I'm trying to explain my thought process the best way possible. Now, I've been sat here for quite long enough, and my back's a bit sore. Now, that's my problem that I'm dealing with at the moment. And I'll be enjoying my problem when I'm lying in bed, back straight, on these comfy pillows, and getting comfortable for my sleep. Now, I'll be thinking back to my sore back problem, and I'll be like, yeah, I'm over that, bro. Ignore me. I'm being serious about what I've been saying through this whole video, It's okay to not be okay. And I'm trying to make things a little bit more lighthearted for you, but, it's okay to not be okay, and just trying to make you feel better. Now I want to end this video with saying I'm sorry. Now why am I sorry? Well, if you're new to the channel, you won't know any different. But if you've been sticking around for quite a while, and I know who you are, well, thank you first of all for hanging about and supporting me when my videos do come out. But I'm sorry for my infrequent uploads. As I mentioned, I've been very busy the past month, what with 2 work trips and moving flat. So, I'm sorry for the lack of uploads. And I try to be as frequent as possible with my videos, but sometimes it's hard when life gets in the way. So, this video is perhaps a little bit makeshift and impromptu because I'm sat on my hotel bed in my hotel in Hangzhou, and it's well, I think it's nearly 1 o'clock in the morning now, and it's finally quiet outside, and I've decided to quickly record this video to make you feel better. Well, it's not really quickly anymore, it's been quite a long one, which is good. You deserve it. You deserve it. Honestly, I really appreciate the support. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope you're feeling better now. And if you're not, well, that's okay. I just hope that I've given you some tingles, or I've made you feel relaxed, or perhaps I've been able to relate a little bit. Perhaps I've touched upon something that, makes sense to you. I really want to help if I can. So please, take some time to yourself. Give yourself some love and care, and give yourself time. Give yourself time to get better and feel better. It's okay to not be okay. And you will get through it, okay? You're stronger than you think. You're a fighter. You're strong. You're powerful. You're amazing. Okay? Okay. It's time to say goodnight. And I hope this video has been